Virtus.pro and forZe continue to battle it out. Mirage goes in favor of forZe. An impressive performance coming into the first map, but now we go on to a far more comfortable map for the VP guys. It's Dust 2 coming up, Alex. Honestly, I haven't really seen a lot of forZe playing well on this map. Like, I feel like they're good at it, but they always have a lot of mistakes. I feel like VP are going to have enough to take them down in the second map.
Yeah, I think I looked it up, and forZe are on like a 9 losing streak on Dust 2, and a lot of them were quite one-sided against them, so that's concerning, I think, for them. I think it makes sense for VP to pick this map. It's a good map for them. Clearly, forZe have been struggling on it. I would expect this to be a map where VP just individually start popping off, to be honest.
Yeah, I think on this map, you know, we kind of criticized before Yekindar came into the team how stale they can be on the CT side, and there's no one really there that can make those big plays to allow them to get into the rounds. I feel like adding Yekindar has been the perfect player to this team, Alex, honestly. He has just added the little spice to the team that gives them that extra edge, and now they've got all the pieces. And heading into Dust 2, I'm excited to see what they've got, and will we be seeing Train? We're going to find out at the end of this one.
We're already having a look down mid with the USP. No P250 in this round for Virtus.pro, so they don't have the long-range capability on the T side. The Flit is very confident. He's going to push alongside Exapower into top mid. Kicker just now moving away, but Flit is getting into enemy lines. Kicker finally spots him. The rest of the team, though, already over towards B tunnels, and they're making their move.
Running forward into B, Jerry holding the cross, the flashbang pulled out and running right through the door. Yekindar catches him with a flash in his hand. Jerry will not be happy about that one. And this is looking good for VP. Every single pistol so far has gone their way in this series, and they continue it into the second map.
Nice to see VP having that smoke line up for the door to be able to cross to the site even more easily. Fortunately for forZe, their aggression not really paying off for them this time. Almeza looking to hold on to the Kevlar, and that won't even be allowed. Sanji gets him on the flank. Virtus.pro getting off to another good start here. They've been very successful, very effective at winning these pistol rounds so far. That is now 3 for 3 on the VP side in pistols in this series. And clearly forZe aren't happy about that. They're taking a very early tactical timeout.
Yeah, that's a very early tag time coming through. I think they were a little flustered there at how a couple of those moments played out. The head clicker, I did laugh, Alex. We didn't get to talk about it because we're on a different point over in the previous map, but they had kicker labeled the Mad Flasher. Now, obviously that has some different connotations, but nonetheless, he had 3.8 seconds average flash time per round yesterday. That's just mental.
Damn. Sanji with the highest headshot percentage at the tournament. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Got to give him a lot of props for his first bullet accuracy. Now VP take a timeout.
Also, just a quick note there, he's the 7th in the world and Yekindar's 8th. So 2 of the best headshoters in the world are on this VP team, top 10.
I think that goes back to what I was saying earlier with how VP just seem to be able to turn any round when they have those AKs for the quick kills. forZe getting that win on the first map, even if they weren't relying on their fragging to do it in all of those rounds. But they were able to get the map win. That's the main thing that matters for them. Heading into round 2, we've got Deegs and a scout for Exapower. That scout gets dropped over to him so he can have some money in his back pocket. No one on long at the start of this round for forZe, and VP are going so fast into this short position.
Charging forward with the MAC-10. A big kill from Yekindar. Jim able to win one on the AK as well. And this is looking real good right now for Virtus.pro. They'll not be complaining about how this one has played out. This Kraken's a power heading away to carry their weapons into the next round. They've got the Kevlar and the Deagle here, and Face Crack, the scout out for the power. He really does love the snipers. You hardly ever see Power play the rifle, right? He gets the glass cannon out. He'll play the scout in these kind of rounds. He just loves a good sniper, Alex.
He does, he does. Maybe has some vision problems. Who knows?
Jim will definitely have those in a few years.
For sure, if he doesn't already.
I always laugh at some of the players and how they sit at their desk, right? We've seen, I think, Zantara's at E-League. That's a very famous picture of him just inside the monitor, pretty much. His nose just pressed up against it. The one player that always gets me, though, in esports is bondik. The way bondik sits at his monitor, it must just give him chronic neck pain.
What's bondik up to these days? What team is he on now? Is he on a team?
I think we've seen him play for Winstrike recently, right? Let me have a look.
I wasn't sure if he'd switched to Valorant or something, because I know like Angel did.
Yeah, he plays for Winstrike.
Oh, okay, there you go. I've not seen Winstrike in a while.
Let me see if they've got any upcoming matches. They do against VP Prodigy, so the academy team of VP.
Well, maybe one day they'll get to qualify for something like a DreamHack. Maybe I'll get to see them. Right now, though, it is Extra Power who's looking for fights. He's landed a shot with the scout. He's landed another one. Good damage being done. VP are trapped in this long corridor right now. They're trapped in close quarters, but Yakindar is also coming in from short, and those entry kills onto the site will help VP secure this round. They should be okay. They've taken so much damage across the board, Dinko, but not a single kill found for forZe.
Yeah, 3-0 forZe. They've got one rifle purchased up immediately there. Jerry's getting into the gun rounds. This is what we've been waiting to see. forZe want to pull out the rifles as early as possible. Yesterday, we got to see a lot of mid aggression coming in from FaceCrack, and he was having a lot of fun just running at mid. So I'm assuming we'll get to see a little bit of that come in from forZe. We'll get to see if VP are ready for it. You see immediately, good start for VP. Had a pretty good start in Mirage though, Alex.
Map control for Kicker. Quick kill for Extra Power. Spotting Yakindar moving in through the mid doors. This time Yakindar's aggression unsuccessful, but Kicker is going to go for a play of his own. He's a very heads-up player at times, but Kicker unable to land the shots onto Jerry, whiffing some of those and giving Jerry the opportunity to give his team a two-man lead. Now the in-game leader for forZe will move into CT to try and make sure there is no opportunity for a mid to B split. But Virtus.pro are going back towards the tunnels. They would love to have a smoke here for the doors because Flit is playing outside of the site right now. He goes back to the window, though, to try and see if he can get a better angle. And, oh, the timing nearly goes against him. Flit finally traded out, and this gives VP an actual chance at this round.
Buster throwing the Molotov up into window. As long as he holds down the site here, Jim gets into a better position for this post plant. He certainly pulled this round off. Jim was holding for that lower tunnel aggression, but they've actually fallen off of it. Now Almaza's just spotted the AWP crossover. They know there's a player in the tunnel playing close here with the AWP, and the smoke is going to go down. That neutralizes him. Molotov in. That's going to molly Buster in the open. I love it. Jim's like, nope, it's me in this clutch. It's my time to shine. And he's taking one kill onto Almaza and goes down to the lower tunnel. The round is lost. Fantastic Molotov there from Jim.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorist win.
At least he gets to save, Dinko.
It's just brilliant. I feel so bad for Buster. Just standing there. I'm going to get one kill here, Jim. Nope. Molotov comes in, Buster forced into the open, gives the most awkward duel to take.
It's fine. Buster knows it's for the best that James gets to save his AWP. I'm sure he's very used to it.
Yeah, I think they're pretty used to it. I think that's actually something that a lot of people do very well here on VP, is knowing when to save, right? We've seen that over on the previous map, where even the fun fact coming into this was, okay, forZe won the map, but they only had 3 more kills. Okay, they won a lot of rounds where VP had saved quite a few players, right? So they starved them of those kills, but it doesn't always mean they don't get the round wins. Ooh.
Decent bit of damage. More than decent. Double decent. Yakindar's down to 29 health. Is he still going to be the entry man in this round? On that low health, maybe he'll just go in first and try and let his teammates trade him. Boost for VP to clear out short. Not that much map control here for VP. They haven't been able to clear out short fully, but that Molotov might change things. Almaza having to trade an incendiary back to make sure he can hold on to this position. A long has been taken by VP as well, so if they can force forZe away from short, they've got a really good opportunity to split this A site, but Extra Power still sticking around. Almaza caught out by the flash. Yakindar able to get the opening despite being low on health. And he might get the chance for another. Extra Power has to drop down. Nice shot from Extra Power, falling back to the CT position, but he still gets the kill. And now Jerry is out in the open, trying to fight his way out of this. Jame lands the first shot, but the timing is just right on the trade, and it's all on Buster, rushing onto the bomb site, but he needs the bomb, and that's been dropped at long. Buster, good headshot. He needs more where that came from, though, and he won't be allowed it. Extra Power closes out the round. It's another on the board for forZe.
Not bad there from Zapara. I have to say that shot on the cross was filthy. Jerry had a fantastic performance over on Mirage. This man was beasting it on the server and will continue to do so coming into Dust 2. And I have to say, Alex, I mean, yesterday I didn't really see much of forZe. Obviously, we were casting over on the B stream, but from what I've seen, Jerry didn't perform as well as, you would have liked. And today is a huge performance from him, at least on the maps I got to see from him. But today he is absolutely beasting it on the server. And now Yekindar in towards the lower tunnel. Currently 7-3. He's had a very good start into Dust 2, and he will look to continue that. It's the power again. A big opening, splitting this double up, finding so much success to open up the round for forZe.
Also really trying to fight some of these positions towards mid early. Buster hoping he can get the timing right, but Jerry has something to say about that. Yekindar's in a pretty good position if you've still got teammates alive, because you can start to draw rotations when you pressure other areas of the map. Maybe he'll still get a chance. Indeed, he will. Face crack removed from the round, but Almaze is moving into top mid, and he's got the bomb at his feet.
Oh, Almaze. What? How could that happen? Oh, that was the easiest kill ever. Almaze whipping his lines a little bit. 3v2, 40 seconds left. Yekindar in the smoke. That should have been a free kill, but nonetheless, the round is still looking likely to be won by forZe. Kicker has to pull off an incredible, heroic 1v3. A couple of fights at mid here, but the peak from Zapower comes in short. He cleans it up. 3-3. We're even on the scoreboard. And I have to say, Alex, I never want to see that again, but DreamHack show us anyway.
Doesn't look too bad from Kicker's POV.
No, definitely not.
Let's flick over to the player who he probably should have died to.
That's just one of those scenarios where you just punch your desk, Alex.
Ooh, decent flashes. forZe flit away from long. Buster's able to get up close with this one AK that VP have been able to get into this round. VP love going for rounds like this where they have the one hero AK. And I understand that they have the players and they have the ability to make these rounds work, but it does leave them pretty short-changed on a couple of players. Yekindar and Buster both below $1,000. If they don't get the bomb plant here, I do wonder what their buy looks like in the next round. We've got a smoke landing towards Xbox for Virtus.pro. And Buster with that AK is not fully committing to the long position. They are remaining spread across the map on the VP side.
Buster running up with the AK. He's got to start clearing these corners. And that Molotov burning away will eventually fade away. The one aggressive short this time. forZe had a lot of short aggression in the last round. Was the power just peeking out multiple times. He started the round here. He finished the round here. This time, and it's just Jerry playing further back, and he's going to draw attention this way into the waiting arms of Flit on the AWP. He gets rid of Kicker, and that's a huge kill to find. A man advantage picked up for them now. They're going to really need to take these long-range fights, and that's not exactly where these pistols will shine. So the AK is held down at middle, and they're going to start sending a couple of pistols over to the tunnel area. Jerry playing close. He's about to walk to the smoke, and he catches the only rifle, the hero AK out of the round. And now Yekindar holding for the lower tunnel play. He's got one in Almaze, and he's going to run to A. He's going to get this bomb plant.
I don't know how this works for Virtus.pro, but it is a free bomb plant for Yekindar. No way that he's going to win this round, though. No way with the P250. Jerry quickly sweeps him under the rug. But the bomb plant is actually really important for VP. Considering their money, that was kind of a must to be able to give them a decent amount of bank to be able to buy into this subsequent round. I was a bit worried when I saw Buster just kind of alone at mid there with the AK. It was always going to be a situation where he would have liked a teammate to help him out. But you can see what that bomb plant does. The extra $800 across the board makes it much easier for VP to get a proper full buy in this round. They'll have the full nades, they'll have the AWP for Jame comfortably, and they'll have a chance to try and get back on track here on Dust 2, because right now, forZe are proving that they will be putting up a fight on this map.
Oh, Molotov going down early on. Power holding the long position this time for this early pick. He might just find his chance, but the flash is good. That's going to force him away. So now more pressure on FaceCrack to deliver early in the round. And he keeps looking away from these flashes. The utility keeps coming through. FaceCrack was actually blinded by his own teammate. Sanchi getting the double kill to open up the round, and he's continuing forward. Finally taken down by Jerry, and now Power stepping up. He eventually will fall to Jame, but we're still alive in a 1v2 here. Flit trying to get something done, and the second shot picked up. Now kickered into the 1v1. The clutch for VP needed if they want to tie this scoreline up, and it was looking good for them in those initial fights.
Flit focused on clearing out the long doors right now, but Kicker's behind him. Kicker deciding to play patiently, waiting to see if Flit will peek towards the site itself. But Flit continues to clear out these long doors where he knows he can then start to watch back towards the bomb that's been dropped at long. Now Flit starts to get aggressive, but he's moving here. Kicker could have the advantage in this fight. Flit misses the first time, but now he knows exactly where Kicker is. Flashbang fully blinds him. Flit is not going to get the chance he needed. Kicker gets the kill, and Virtus.pro just about hold on to the round. But that was so close from Flit. Those micro movements there to actually bait out that AWP shot to begin with were brilliant. Here's the early kills from Sanji. Oh, wow, the snap over for the second headshot. But look at this jump. Baits out the AWP shot, goes back for the quick flick. Those are those micro plays you can make in Counter-Strike, which make this game so fun to watch. Flit nearly wins his team the round, but not able to get the win this time in a very close round on the long fight.
Yeah, Sanji's cracked, man. I'm taking that compliment earlier on by Maui. You know, he called me Sanji. I'm going to take that. Because he is a beast. Smoke around. That's going to allow Jim to take this long peek. Gathering some information. You can see him passing it on to his team, calling that it is clear at the moment. They can start to walk up and get close to this wall. Almezu and Jerry close by. Near going to go underhand, allowing him to cross over. A lot of damage being done on these players crossing now. Almezu always flashed. Flashes are so good right now for VP. They've really helped them get into these rounds. And now Almezu getting aggressive. Yakindar will get the trade back from Zapower's initial pick. And the bomb's starting to get planted. Sanji making sure it goes down. A missed shot from Zapower. Difficult shot to land there, to be fair. And now Yakindar and Jim just rattling away for VP. They're holding the advantage in place right now. And FaceCrack looking to get involved. Finally, we'll find another kill. And Zapower with a wall bang. It's all on Jim at long. And he has to pull off the 1v2. The bomb, the time, it's all ticking. And Jim needs to be the savior of this round for VP. The time really starting to tick. They're getting aggressive. FaceCrack running into him, and he's found the kill. forZe win the round, Alex.
FaceCrack just runs at him. Jame not ready for a player to be pushing him so quickly on the left side there. Good awareness from FaceCrack that he needs to get that all off that angle. This was Yakindar trying to jiggle peek CT, but he didn't realize FaceCrack was so far up already. A couple of unexpected positions that forZe are able to make the most of. 5-4 lead for forZe now. Virtus.pro looked pretty good in some of those earlier long fights. They're going to go for some more long fights here, but this time the counter utility much better placed for forZe. In that earlier rounds, you could see that the coordination was slightly off with those nades. FaceCrack was trying to peek as Jerry was throwing a flash. Probably the communication slightly off, but this time they keep it a bit more standard, just a couple of flashes from the CT side to be able to fight long, and it works out much better for them. forZe win the first fight, and it is a clean man advantage.
Virtus.pro immediately are going to send most of their forces over towards B. They're going to try and gather up and put pressure on FaceCrack over here. They've got the secondary open in the hands of Flit, who's been doing a good job over here as well. Now FaceCrack, they're going to run right past him. 1, 2, he does a good job of getting those initial kills and setting up Flit for success.
Well, that was pretty solid, wasn't it? forZe are not looking like they're going to have any worries on that B side of the map. Track's playing up close, flicks back for that second headshot. As soon as he gets the second kill, he has put his team in a much better position to win that round. And Virtus.pro go down to pistols here in round 11. This could be a cause for concern now, but there's always a chance they can win here with a fast B. Oh, wow. XPower actually gets aggressive into lower tunnels. He doesn't land the shot, but he gets a bit of information as Virtus.pro are fully focused on this B site.
Jerry holding on, just spraying away for this initial kill. Buster has been picked up. Smoke goes down for the door across, and they're going to start fleeing the players away from B now. VP heading back to spawn with 3 players, leaving Nikindar in lower tunnel. Is going to try and catch them as they cross over, maybe potentially in this mid position, but they hide down. Spots the player getting up on Xbox. That's Nikindar. Spots a window of opportunity and just runs up and takes the short control. Yeah, I've got the info that at least one is up short. That is going to put pressure on Nikindar, but he wants as much pressure as possible. He wants to alleviate this long play. Kicker just swinging out with the Tech 9. Flit, he's rotated over here to the A-long position. He's been doing so much work in this AWP. He is really delivering. And now the other AWP is over here as well. Not a single bit of space picked up here for Virtus.pro. They find that 1 kill, but immediately the hole is patched up by Flit.
Ooh, Flit on that secondary AWP. Like you said, he's been brilliant with that gun. Oh, Jamer. I don't know what to say about that. James was busy kicking the ball, got a bit distracted, forgot he was playing Counter-Strike for a second.
He's like, oh, football.
Yeah, tight shot on that second player. Only really had the shoulder or the side of the body to aim at. And if Flit steps up for his team. Buy back for Virtus.pro, but they need some rounds pretty soon here. T side of Dust 2, you'd expect to get a few more rounds than this on your map pick. Ooh, Jerry actually just dodged in real life there when he peeked around that corner. I love getting the face cam for moments like that.
Oh,
face
man.
crack, looking to make a play towards long, perhaps.
Yeah. He wants to just time this to get the aggression in behind. Right now would be a little bit of a risky time to go for it, but you look at his timing. In fact, if he just stays here, it looks like multiple players are about to commit his position. He spots the shadow. There's the kill, but Sanji, he's so damn quick at those headshots. And Jerry will pull it back in mid at least, but I thought for sure FaceCrack had that kill, right? You get the shadow advantage. It's very rare to see a player holding that angle go down in that straight up 1v1 angel. You have so many advantages heading into it, but Sanji just reacting quicker.
What, James has now been caught in back-to-back rounds, not ready for fights. He had his knife out as Almeza gets the kill up close. Some much-needed kills for Almeza, who's been having a quiet game, but he gets gifted some favorable fights in this one. Despite Sanji's best efforts, he's a dead man. Through the smoke, Almeza lines it up. He knows his angles, and now Buster is the only man remaining. I feel like VP could really do with a round clutch like this, but it's not going to be allowed. forZe are a very scary-looking team right now. They're looking like the Vikings that they are on their logo, Dinko. They are unrelenting.
Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous how many times James has been caught doing that. You know, there's 2 times here on Dust 2 that we can remember, and at 2 times I recall on Mirage as well, right? In that clutch where he brought it down to the 1v1, he runs out of spawn with his knife out. Obviously, he was trying to get to the bomb around the corner, but that's still another time. And then that one round where he gets those 2 kills, or the collateral into underpass, and then run up through and didn't expect anybody to be up in the B apartments. He's got caught a few times now with his pants down, and he's had 21 kills, but didn't kill Jerry or XPower at all in Mirage. That is interesting when we look at the head-to-head AWP battle, right? We talk about the fact that you don't really see... We talk about this head-to-head, but you don't really see the 2 AWPers actually go head-to-head on the server a lot of the time. But there has been a few fights between Jim and XPower, and XPower's won every single time.
Yeah, XPower actually got 6 kills on James in that first map, while James didn't kill him a single time.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
Impressive.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is about forZe right now, this double AWP setup has been so potent.
Ooh, Sanji still getting headshots. I think this is a really good opportunity for XPower as well to try and prove himself again as one of the exciting AWPers in the CIS region. I feel like VP have been taking a lot of the hype recently, but you forget that guys like Power, guys like Flip, they've been in the discussion of some of the best talents in the CIS region, and you can see why right now. This double AWP setup between them has been deadly. And Flip is continuing to do work. Finally misses, though. Good flash from Sanji to set up Kicker. FaceCrack still looking to lock down this B site, and he goes aggressive. He's the only man on this B side of the map, and he's not watching the B site itself. Buster's able to sneak in.
He's just left B completely open, and he's run window and got absolutely domed. FaceCrack concedes the site, giving up B, and now Virtus.pro are in a better position. In fact, an advantageous position. They're a man up. They've got the B site. They're going to get that ball planted and looking to play the post plan. This flying from Kicker could be huge as well if he decides to walk further, but I think he's just going to be holding down at the double doors, taking a little bit of time, and now the flying starts to come through. They're not looking this way. Good kill from Kicker. He only gets one, so Power reacts in time, flicks back, but no winning this round. And FaceCrack's decision to leave the B bomb site gives Virtus.pro a huge advantage into this. And now Power's just running in. He's got 2 kills. He's like, let's go. I can still win this round. And Buster's just right below. It's the Power. How? How does he hit that shot? That is just inhuman. It's going to be close in the defuse, and he's got it. That's just unbelievable, Alex. That is one of the most ridiculous clutches I've seen. It looked like he was just saving away, but he's decided, screw it. I've got 2 kills I didn't expect, and VP hand it on a silver platter.
Oh my god, the first shot was ridiculous, man. The flick around. Oh, I was a bit worried when Power jumped to the bomb. I thought, could that split second cost him? But no, he had the defuse. Virtus.pro getting a bit too ahead of themselves. They thought they had the round already. One of the players peeks window, and Power makes them pay for thinking they'd already won the round. He steals it away from them. And this is fantastic to watch from Power. forZe have not had the best time recently in 2020. It's not really been their year. In 2019, they were looking like the CIS team to watch out for. Maybe they could now prove themselves again at the end of the year. Finally, Power missing a shot, but that's a lot of damage done by Flit onto James. He's down to 21 health. And for Virtus.pro, Dinko, they've got to get themselves in this game. They're 9-4 down right now. If they lose this round, they could be extremely far behind.
VP are looking zoned out, Alex. They are looking so zoned out. There's been so many moments, not just that previous round, which is obviously the biggest display of complacency, but they definitely feel like they're not tuned into the game right now. forZe are more zoned in. Everything's kind of working for them. You know, in that round, you definitely seen the Power backing away. He thought the round was done, right? He was thinking about dropping back and saving that open to the next one. And what's the likelihood of him getting into the site and taking down the remaining players? It's very slim. So what the VP do? Give him the fights. And he's like, hold on, I can win this round. So runs in. And now we've got to see them really start to step up here, VP. Got the smokes down for this A cross and trying to walk up via short into the A site. And they're going to start running forward into the bomb site itself. Jerry holding down on the ramp. Here's the bomb plan starting to come through, and he's going to go up on top. Yakindo with the headshot, and this is more like it from VP. The standard short execute in towards the site, and now they've got an advantageous position into the post plan.
Power's still alive though, Dinko. That is a scary man to be on the server. Flit only able to get one as Sanji trades him out with the headshot. Half the time gone on that bomb. forZe, I don't think they can win this. Kickout's behind them. 2 kills for Virtus.pro in quick succession. And FaceCrack realizes this round is donezo. He's got to save because some of the VP or forZe players rather are low on cash. Important round win for Virtus.pro, and as you pointed out, Dinko, back to something a bit more standard that they haven't tried in a while. VP were getting some success in at least taking long earlier in this game. They were getting the short control. So they go for a more standard play into the A bomb site. You're generally going to be able to get the plant in these sorts of scenarios at a minimum. And then Sanji, another headshot for him. How many headshots has he got this game? I can't recall seeing a Sanji kill that wasn't a headshot, if I'm being honest. He's got the AWP out this time, though, so maybe he has a chance to get a kill to the body, but he decides not to take the shot on the cross. FaceCrack at long blinded. Uh-oh.
He's still alive. How? He's still going for the fights as well, and he's going to win them. Every confident play is being taken for forZe right now, and they're winning it. 2-man advantage to start off this round, and forZe, they want double figures to close out those first half. VP, they lost map 1. They're here on their map pick, and forZe might just take double figures to close out the first half, Alex. Don't think anybody was really expecting this performance out of forZe today, but they have come out with fire.
Flashes on long going both ways, but it was forZe who got the better of the early fights. I think Virtus.pro will be disappointed with how some of these rounds are going as well. They will have felt like they had the opportunity, they had the ability to win those initial fights towards long. Not able to hit their shots though, and now VP default back into this short position. Still nades left for them to go for this execute onto the A site if they desire, but FaZe cracks push through long. That is a massive amount of information for forZe to have.
There's a power holding on from Caught. Smoke execute coming up from Virtus.pro. They know they've been able to get the bomb down at least in this setup, but can they win the round? There are 2 players down in the rotation coming in from forZe. FaZe crack on the flank, taking Jim out of the server, and House of Power still here with the AWP. sanji running forward, gets the headshot. Another one added to the collection, but Kicker's being spammed. sanji with another kill, keeps going, and now it is all Kicker, and it's a 10-5 half for forZe in the second map. Virtus.pro's map pick not going their way so far. We'll find out after the break if they can pull this one back.
It's a hillbilly Christmas down in Tennessee. Fiddles and banjos underneath the tree. Grandma's kicking up her shoes, mama's kicking blue. It's hillbilly Christmas, sing along with me.
Virtus.pro struggling on their map pick. They're currently a map down in the series as well. A couple of rounds that don't really look like the rounds you would expect to see from VP. A lot of mistakes coming through in this first half and a lot of hard work needed to get themselves back into the series. Now, Alex, forZe are feeling it, and they might just take this series 2-0. A pistol start would certainly be the first step in the right direction for VP. They've won every single pistol so far in this series, and FaZe just cracking faces as he runs into the B bomb site. Yekindar doubling up, a third kill as well, and he wants another one. He's not had enough. He's holding back. He's crippled the forZe attack into the B bomb site, and now 3v2.
Yekindar will hear that bomb being planted. Hexa Power spots Jame towards the mid doors, but Yekindar's still at the B side doors. Hexa Power landing a shot onto Sanji. Now they know both players are probably on this same side. Yekindar looking for a fight, but Hexa Power continues to play safe. Flash at the ready. Jame will try and make the most of it. Yekindar pushing in. Jame finally lands the shot, but it's not enough. Hexa Power gets all 3 kills in the post plant on the B bomb site. And Dinko, forZe just keep on winning. Even when it looks like Yekindar's done enough, it's forZe who come away with it, all thanks to Hexa Power.
Yeah, just can't do enough. Yekindar, what a hold so far. You know, 3 kills, you think, okay. VP, it started off real bad for them. They lost 2 plays immediately to face crack, but nope, not enough. Still, the power is alive on the server. He's 17-5. Face crack doing his favorite thing, and that's holding down that W key. Running straight into the B-bomb site, trying to get over the top, but Kicker taking the first kill. Yekindar just striking from behind the site. James got one in the USP as well. How are VP doing this? How are they finding so much success with these pistols? And they might just win the round. They've picked up the weapons, and it's just the power left in a 1v3 with a scout.
Oh no. If you thought that they were going to win this round, you probably would have put it down to Yekindar's Deagle, not the USPs. Virtus.pro stacked towards the right site, and they use their crossfires incredibly effectively. Maybe Hexa Power can pull off another round, though. He's 17 for 5 right now. He has been a key part to forZe's success, probably the most important player for them in a lot of their round wins. With the scout and the P250, though, he's not got the best weapons to try this clutch. The bomb is not in his hands. Another smoke goes into the tunnels. VP have all sorts of weapons. I don't know if I see this happening, Dinko. I don't know how he can win this.
I just don't think he can right now. With the weapons that VP have picked up, there should be no way he wins this round. And due to earlier's mistake, I don't think VP are even going to give him a slither of a chance at even 1 kill. You know, that you are staying in these positions and not giving up any space right now. And Jim will secure a 3K. Good round from him. He has been very quiet here on Dust 2, but that's a fantastic round out of him on the USP of all weapons. Yeah, it's such a weird round. I think forZe just usually go for some of these wilder plays and just rush down with the Mac 10s and try and cut through the pistols, but VP do a really good job at just laying a trap for them, and it works out well for them.
Hexa Power moving down mid with this scout. Ooh, misses his opportunity on the mid fight. Jame had an AWP on the other side, so a dangerous fight to be taking. Jame only 9 kills so far. Now he's got the AWP. He'd love to change that, but the smoke into CT obscures his vision. Deagle doing a bit of damage, but here comes the split into the B site. All through mid. Kicker on the initial hole, spraying away. A couple of headshots connect, and Buster's still alive on the bomb site. Solid work from the 2 B players. Even though Flick finds that shot, he may get the bomb plant, but the round win should not be on the cards.
Well, the bomb planted, and Flick trying to win out this round. Needs to be a huge recovery for him, and Yekindar just takes him down through the door. Virtus.pro with a 7th round. And maybe, Alex, you know, with these first couple of rounds now being picked up into the second half, maybe, just maybe, Virtus.pro's comeback begins with a USP pistol round win. And that would be quite something. And I'm sure forZe would be very disappointed about that, but lots of rounds still to be played. And coming up is their gun rounds very shortly. Not in this one, though. Of course, the eco coming through from forZe, so they will be pulling out a couple of pistols. Still a scary round, though. We know what they can do with these weapons.
Now, look, Dinko, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but we have to remember that forZe are on a 9-map losing streak on Dust 2.
Yep.
So as soon as VP start to get some rounds back, we'll see if VP can start to put the pressure on forZe, who've been struggling on this map. They have had a couple of closer losses recently, even at this exact event. They lost 16-12 against Espada. This time Kicker at mid with the AWP, scoped in for the headshots. Lovely stuff against the low buy, making it look easy in this round.
Flit. That's with his P250 chilling out on short. He's just going to hang around near this Xbox, hoping someone is to come his way. I think VP have had their fair share of overfaces, so they're not going to be giving him too much on this P250. holding for some reaggression. He's been spotted. They know exactly where he is. In the solo position here for the AUG. And sanji with the headshot. 8 rounds picked up for VP. And they're on their merry way back into this game. And like you said, forZe have had pretty terrible results recently on Dust 2 with the losses coming through. So, you know, this is certainly not a done deal. And the individuals from VP starting to warm up now on the CT side. forZe would love a gun round win here, and it's not exactly the best buy. I mean, they do have limited utility. They also have 2 Galils in play. They've got to hope for some big plays at the start of this round.
Ooh, the flashes will certainly help, but sanji sprays 1 through the smoke. Still plenty of nades left for Virtus.pro. Jame also getting a pick into lower tunnels, which makes a massive difference for VP. Now they have the man advantage. They can play back on the A site much more comfortably. Even though forZe are about to start smoking the cross, VP can probably afford to play retake here if they really wanted to, with all the kits and all the nades they have. And forZe start to sneak up towards the site. The bomb is making its move, but sanji and Jame are still here, and Jame is the man committed to the site itself.
Jim just holding on around the corner with his AWP in place. Molotov down into Almirza's position. That's going to force it to the front of the site. VP just hanging tight. They know they've got this huge advantage to play with into the final few moments. They know they've got Jim at Gandalf right now as well. Then another Molotov comes in, forcing Almirza off the bomb site itself. It's a power now brought into play. Will this be the piece that wins them the round? Almirza's on the side. Another Molotov. He just cannot plant. The floor is lava right now, and it's the power looking to take them down as Fistcrack erupts into 2 big kills. It's Buster alone jumping for the denial, and he's done it. He's dropped the bomb, and now it's a 1v1 against the power, who's running in from long. The AWP scoped in the position of Buster, and he peeks out for the headshot. What a round from Buster.
Brilliant stuff from Buster. Getting the jump shot to begin with, and then that's not an easy fight at the end there against the AUG, but he just swings on him for the insta headshot. Jumping kill to begin with, and then so quick onto extra power. And that's what I was talking about with VP having so many nades left and the kit and all the utility. They could afford to slow down the bomb plant and give themselves a really good chance. They didn't even need to play retake because they deny the bomb in the first place. Now Jame is looking for a fight in lower tunnel, dropping down a smoke to cover him so that he's not exposed from mid. He also has Yakinda helping him out on this angle from short, and that allows Jame a very easy pick at lower tunnel.
sanji. This is a good position for him on the AUG. He's going to peek up in the corner. Good spray away. 1 kill onto Almirza. He's cracked. Oh my god. Flip. Smacked up the first by a smoke, and it's going to work out for him. He still gets the kill on Kicker, and he wants another one into the site, but luckily, Buster is good enough to take him away. It's all in the power. A 1v4 taken away by Jame. 11-10. That huge lead that forZe had is now just 1 round, and they've got a buy coming in. Attack timeout coming through at a time where they've got to call this, Alex. It's a very important time ahead for them.
All those headshot stats I was talking about earlier. I was questioning if we saw any kills from sanji that weren't headshots. There have been a couple, but he has been very successful at getting the headshots so far. Those are some really impressive numbers. Now that we're into the CT side, though, he won't have the same one-shot headshot capability with the AK. While technically the AUG can one-shot headshot against players with helmets, you just have to be incredibly close. You basically have to be touching them in order for that to be the case. So 11-10, we're back to a close game here. We're back to buys for both teams, and Extra Power has something to say, but Buster shuts him down. The secondary AUG pulled out, and Buster's already made the most of it. Flashes go both ways, but Yakinda runs over Jerry, and there is that one-shot headshot range of the AUG I was talking about. Yakinda actually makes it work.
That's a huge advantage as well coming in for VP at the start of this round. A very important round coming out for forZe as well, right? They've invested into this one, finally getting their best buyout so far. And they've immediately been handed a 2-man deficit. They've got to somehow recover this, and they're going to be going into the A side. Jim holding on with the AWP. The smoke's not up for that close cross, and that's going to allow an easy kill for the operative Jim. He keeps going back. He wants another peek here. His teammate has fallen and Jim just holding on. The Molotov prevents him from running up to the right side and denying the bomb plant. The bomb will be planted and FaZe trying to take these long fights. FaZe gets one headshot, Kickert fighting back, and it's all on FaZe trying to win out the 1v4 clutch. He will go down and Jim with the deagle secures it. It will be the round secured for VP and the scoreline is now tied up 11 apiece.
Even though VP can see the bomb plant there, you could tell they were in control of the situation. Sometimes you just have to let that bomb get planted on the A site, but VP were always the ones on top of the trade. This was James landing the initial shot and then just kind of playing safe towards the end, making sure that FaZe doesn't get given the opportunity to get a couple of quick kills and actually have a chance at the round win. Still plenty of money for both teams, though. The bomb plant helping forZe be able to continue to buy. Last round, Exapower didn't get anything done with this AWP. He was shut down towards mid. This time he's playing safer after Buster took him out of the action early in the last. sanji already up close towards long. Nade might do a bit of damage. Doesn't quite go far enough, though. forZe focused on mid right now, and Virtus.pro have got a 3-man B stack in this round, switching up their setup slightly after holding the A site in some of the recent rounds. VP perhaps thinking that there might be a B play coming their way, but forZe are starting to take mid control, starting to take short. Maybe we'll see VP start to pressure these tunnels. They put down some utility, but with just over a minute left on the clock, still no decisive moves made until Buster fires through the smoke for the first kill.
That's huge from Buster, and now the play through middle comes in. FaZe charging up the B ramp, trying to get into the site. The smoke, the cross allowing them safe passage, and now Kicker just holding under the window. Yukindar trying to get them as they come through the smoke. It's not even a single kill for Yukindar. Kicker instead having to step up. Another kill for Kicker. Buster stepping up as well, and it's all on Jerry. He's got a 1v4 in total to win here. It's just looking incredibly unlikely. Runs up to catwalk. 24 seconds, the bomb on the other side of the map. It has to be the save call here from Jerry. And right now, Alex, forZe have just fallen apart. They've capitulated. It's all fallen to pieces. James so close as well. Try and win out the time here. 5 seconds left in this timer. And James is starting to wrap around the back. He's dropped the AWP. Going for the shot on the deagle. Trying to get a little bit lucky. Doesn't want to give away the AWP. I love that from James.
Yeah, try and see if you can get the kill without giving away the sniper. Realize maybe that's not the best idea. This was Buster on the initial fight. Got a second kill from the back of the site as well. I think Kicker might have been close enough for another one of those one-shot headshots with the AUG if he was the man playing under window. Either way, not a massive deal. It is Jerry saving the AK, but the rest of forZe having very close money. Sort of can buy, but sort of not really. Wow, this is what we're talking about, Dinko. Exapower, he just loves that AWP, man. Any other weapon than the AWP, he's not interested.
Yeah, unless it's like the Scout or the USP. They're the 3 weapons he can use in this game, Alex. And he's so good at using them that he's able to have so much impact. But they have fallen off now. 4 is behind. 12-11, a big comeback from VP. A big fumble in the first half, but they have recovered it. And he might just be sending us to map number 3. If they can get Dust 2 over the line. The boost coming up in towards short. Jam here with the AWP. He's looking for this pick to open things up. They're going to start sending a couple players into underpass. To the lower tunnel. And now James is holding it. A lot of damage done into Jerry. He's down to 5 HP early on. And Kicker with the headshot through the smoke while blinded. Is there anything more he can add to that? Maybe jumping. That would make that more impressive. But that's going to start things off well for VP.
Just looking up the stats for Exapower with weapons in the last 3 months, 72% of his kills are with the AWP. I doubt there are many AWPers in the world that have a higher reliance on the AWP than that. For context, James has 62% of his kills with the AWP, so even someone like James, who I would say does rely on the AWP pretty heavily, still nowhere near as much as Exapower. Unfortunately for him, in this round, he hasn't got his favorite weapon. He's just got the deagle. Flash into the A-bomb site. Yakindar here to hold, puts down a smoke, but Almeza's got an early kill, and Yakindar is playing super safe right now. Kicker, though, is on the quick flank, and now forZe are all trapped on the site. Not the best post-plant positions. They really need to get this kill onto Kicker, and they got it. 2 kills just like that. forZe turned the round in their favor. All the kills coming in from Almeza, and Buster's going to have to think about the save.
I don't know how these rounds come out, but it's forZe that do it so many times. They're such a good team at winning these unexpected rounds. Almeza popping off this time. 3 kills for him in the round, and that forces VP away. Buster saving the AWP into the next round, and the scoreline is now even. That's the hero round they needed. VP, they were on the huge comeback. They're into the lead. It was looking like forZe had completely disappeared in the second half, but they will win their second round in the second half. They won the pistol, and then everything started going in favor of VP, and this is the round that they win. Just absolutely ridiculous from Almeza.
I can't believe it's just a drive-by to begin with.
He's just running. He's like completely running. That's one of those rounds you just call it out as BS and MM, right? You're like, running headshot? Come on, man.
It genuinely looked like he knew something we didn't. Like, oh, is the D running accuracy now? Has there been an update or something? Like... What the hell? It's funny as well because Almeza's been having a rough game. Like, he's got 9 kills, and 3 of them were in that round with the D. What a step up.
That's just wild. And also, the fact that he is so incredible at just running forward and then also just committing to the side. He didn't even stop running. It was just like a little casual, oh, there's a kill, and just continues to run to the side. Beautiful stuff coming in from Almeza. 12-12 on the board. That's the lifeline for forZe. They better not throw it away right now. They know how much that previous round meant. That is a luxury item. And now they've got a buy coming into this with the scoreline evened out. They can start to break down this economy of VP.
Double up setup still there for VP. They've got 1 man posted on long. Jame in this position right now. Buster's peeking into B tunnels as well. That's allowing a much heavier A stack, and that's why Jame can get that early kill. Yakindar playing this close angle. Not an easy one to deal with. He can dodge the flash, and he can get that kill onto Jerry. It's a second from Yakindar. Straight through the smoke. Eventually, he's traded by Flip, but the damage is already done. forZe are down to a 2v4.
Flit dropping back, picking up the bomb, and now starting to walk forward in towards this A site. Flit will be the front man on the AK. Continue to run forward. The AWP off long, but Sanji's on these close boxes. A big kill needed from Flit. He's got it. He's taken Sanji down to start off this clutch. Couple more players, 9 seconds, and no time to win the round nonetheless. And Kicker just swings on in for the headshot. 13-12. VP are on a tear. They just lost 1 round, a little hiccup, but they're right back to it, Alex. And now they want to try and close this map. They got Yakindar. That's just the issue right now.
Yeah, he's been stepping up in a lot of these rounds. Kicker as well, quietly putting up kills, slowly getting his way to the top of the board. For forZe, it's Flit who's overtaken Exapower now. I feel like Exapower's been on 19 kills for a long, long time. I'm pretty sure he had like 18 towards the start of this half, Dinko. He's really slowed it down. I'd love to see Exapower being more assertive with the AWP, because right now, forZe are struggling to close out Dust 2. They had the lead, they had the edge, and Virtus.pro have dug deep to get themselves back on top. But it's not over yet, Dinko. We've still got more rounds to play. There are still more chapters left in this story.
Turned out to be a fantastic game here on Dust 2. Flit starting to walk up through short with the AK-47, his teammate at his backside. Catwalk seems to be the avenue of approach again. Thinking that Yakindar cannot take them down here again. In fact, he's not over here close by, so have a very decent chance of taking this short control effectively, and no one instead is contesting at all from VP. A bit of a passive setup, in fact, on this A site. You have Sanji playing from the A ramp. Jam off long, more standard for them.
Dude, Kicker's timing pushing tunnels is incredible. They've got the info. They're going to start to rotate over to A now. Kicker has full B control, and Buster's got the first kill. VP must know this.
Yeah, he's right behind them. They have no idea that he's right there. Now he needs to go. That Molotov's going to separate the attack as well. And Sever Jerry from his teammates. Flick comes forward with the headshot, but they're about to walk back. Kicker to shut out of the round. That flank does not prevail. And now Buster trying to hold on, but Flick's run over the top of him. It was looking so good for VP, but now they have zero control of B. They have to sprint. They have to start planting that bomb, and there's no time, Alex. They can't get across. There's not enough time to win the round. There's 3 seconds on the timer, and VP will win. My God, that round had everything.
Oh, man. I don't know if that bomb is quicker if you move through mid there compared to the B tunnels. It's honestly hard to know. I would assume that maybe that would save you a couple of seconds. Maybe that could have allowed the bomb to be planted, but it's obviously a bigger risk to move that bomb through mid. You never know if some stray bullets are going to slow you down or just kill you outright. Last timeout taken by forZe. 14-12 down. They had the right idea there towards the end of the round. They just didn't have the time to be able to accomplish it. It was a really quick call as well from forZe. They knew they had to be instant if they were going to make that call to go back to B, but their timing was just slightly off.
1 second was the difference, Alex. 1 second getting to the site, right? It was 3 seconds when he arrived to the bomb site and couldn't get it down. I think Flitch had done everything possible, right, to make that work, but just wasn't enough. Flashes through, a kicker blinded, and forZe, they'll be kicking themselves, but they go for a quicker play down mid. Almeiser was the hero a couple of rounds ago. He's opened this one up with an AK headshot down CT spawn. forZe looking to split this B side. They have 2 players out mid. Not too far off Buster. 2 shots missing barely. And now it's Kicker trying to do it all on B. He's got 2 kills before falling. And he's put his team in a winnable position. But it's Almeiser with 3 kills to put them in this spot. forZe once again can compete for a round win.
It's another round where Almeizer's the man to step up. Seems like he's the key on this T side to unlocking some round wins for them. Had that Deagle play earlier with the triple kill, has a triple kill in this round as the fast mid to B split is successful, despite Kicker's best efforts. I might have a look at how many kills Exapower's had in this second half, because he's still on 19, Dinko, and I feel like he's been on 19 for such a long time now.
Yeah, we would like to see him light up again and we have one of those X Factor rounds. forZe, Almeiser now really stepping up in the second half. You know, when things are looking dire for forZe, 2 rounds now he stepped up and got them over the line. They're going to need more of that coming in across the board. It just can't be one player. Even in the last round, they were 1 second away from getting that bomb down. Potentially having another round on the board.
Ooh, this money's not great, is it?
This buy is terrible for VP. They've got an AK, they've got an AUG, and pistols across the rest. Jerry is going to try and exploit this by heading down mid. He's through the mid doors already. The CT smoke comes through. And I think forZe has done a really good job at seizing map control early, and now they're going to go out A long.
They saw the 3-man B stack in the last round, and they also realized that VP couldn't hold the B site even with a 3-man B stack. So I think forZe have realized that A is probably the weak point in these rounds. Sanji, however, has been able to get the kill onto Jerry to begin with. Puts down a smoke as he moves back to the bomb site. Can Sanji do more? Flash arriving, but Sanji's able to dodge it. Using this smoke to see if there are further fights, but Almeiser pushes round. Yakindar with 2. Almeiser finally trades him out, but Yakindar has given his team a chance at this round.
Almeiser hiding at the corner. So Power is starting to walk across to the CT spawn area. He's looking for this pick and no one giving anything. Buster on a big flank. The Deagle eventually gets the kill on Power. And it's all on Almeiser again. Can he be their hero in the 1v3 clutch? The first picked up. The second spraying away. The heads are lining up. Ben runs out of ammo. 15 rounds for Virtus.pro. forZe to come close and closer, but it's not enough. No one else is fragging in these last couple of rounds apart from Almeiser. And it's VP that reached map point on Dust 2.
That lineup is unreal for Yakindar. The fact he gets 2 kills on that spray, they both line up basically exactly in his crosshair. Oh man, it is a devastating round loss for forZe, who now have to try and take it to overtime here on Dust 2. Smoke down from sanji, who's playing long this time. Great kill. Oh, Yakindar's there to help him. They locked down long to begin with, but at least Jerry's got a kill at mid. He's traded, though. James firing back, and it's 2 players left for forZe. The 2-star players split an X of power who have to keep them in this game.
Buster, he won't fall to the power. Oh, pulls it back a little bit. Flit as well moving forward, just catching out Jim again. And Flit's looking for more, but he'll fall to Yakindar. He is ready for it. And now's the power, another huge clutch needed. If he wants to keep his team alive, he's got to win this round. And the power playing under the window, both players coming in from tunnels. Zapower's looking the wrong way. Smoker's going to come in from tunnels itself, and Zapower's just holding for this mid pick, but nothing coming his way. Now the tunnel play comes through. Smoke allowing them to walk out. Can split him from 2 different positions now as Zapower falls immediately. Sanji coming in with a headshot. It's VP that will walk away with Dust 2 after a huge comeback. Had to come in the second half.
Oof, they've had to fight hard just to bring it to a third map, Dinko. 16-13. Fair play to VP. It looked like they might go crashing out of this series without giving themselves a chance. But they fought really hard to get back to this point. They do win the map, and now they bring us to a third. And for forZe, they will be frustrated that they weren't able to get the win on Dust 2, but they will know that they've got more chances in this series.
Yeah, they definitely will. I just can't take you seriously, Alex. That hat is just fantastic.
Dude, it's hard to wear a Santa hat with a gaming headset, I found out.
Yeah, it definitely looks quite difficult, Alex. But nonetheless, that is it. Map number 3 will be coming up. Virtus.pro, they bounced back on Dust 2. It was looking shaky for a long time. The third map will be coming up after the break.